Welcome back, folks, and a yo-ho to you all, me hearties! For when we last set sail on the sea of Dungeoneering, we stole gold from giant crabs. Giant gold from giant crabs. And then we put them in a treasure chest, and we sailed off to a faraway island where we buried it. An island that we'll probably never find again, or that the crew will not be alive to get the loot, and the pirate captain will probably have been killed, so it'll just be forgotten and abandoned and never seen again. In hindsight, doing that is a pretty terrible idea. I don't know why we didn't just invest it in a bank or something, or property, or something piratey, like another boat, or a better boat. But no, we just buried it in a hole. Gotta think that one over. So when we last left off, we had indeed defeated more crabs. But that is not all, for there is a king of the crabs that Conrad must defeat. At least I hope Conrad can defeat him. He attacks in 10 turns, does he? You think you're so mighty? Now come say that to my face! Okay, what can he do? He has Armed, Nature, and Spooky. That's actually a big difference. Also, you'll notice that generally all the minions are sort of collected together, so if anything we want to move away from them all. So he has Tough, he has Spiky, he has both Nature and physical damage, but that Armed 5 is really nasty. We have to put this here, because we want to head up. Hopefully it's a good fountain. It's not. That's kind of rubbish. So let's hope that we can get loads of really good varied loot. Growth cards would be really good. Ooh, immediately being presented with difficult things to counter there. That's a nasty card. That's a nastier card, but we have a way to at least mitigate the damage. Ooh, ouch. Fortunately, the Mundane's going to help us here and actually secure us the win, which is good. We need a really weak enemy next. Oh, that's a really good item. The stupid card's not great, but the tenacious is. Okay, level 1 monster. We have a level 1 monster. That's really good because we need to burn up the ability, basically, of the combustion against something particularly weak. So here we go. 1 eel versus Conrad, and already the burn damage is taking effect. Oh, that's bad. Let's hope we discard the, Yep, the stupidity card is gone. Excellent. And that actually puts us at a significant advantage. In fact, the eel's going to be dead in 1 turn, unless something terrible happens. That is actually not bad, because the eel will be dead before we actually die ourselves. Haha! Excellent. What do we get? Ooh, newspaper hat? No. No, we just want that hand axe, I think. Hand axe get. You want my crown? You're not the first to try. Well, that's fair enough. We're just gonna go up here and sort of pretend that we're fighting you, because we're not actually gonna go anywhere near you. There's no actual benefit to getting to you early, so we might as well just fight this crab. And hopefully not die. We don't have any of the massive defensive cards, except for our bark skin, which we did not draw. Oh dear. Better just use regenerate here, because ow! That hurts. That also hurts. But we can at least deal some damage and get some health back. If successful, we discard. Well, we're just going to have to deal all this damage and hope that, yep, the stupidity card got discarded. That's good. This is not going wonderfully, but... oh. We really want to keep that card, but we can't. Oh dear. Oh dear! This is not good at all. We're down to 2 health. And the crab's down to 1. Oh! We are dead. That is unfortunate, Conrad. Very unfortunate. No! What kept us alive there? What kept us alive? Oh, Tenacious! Tenacious kept us alive there. It's not going to keep us alive here, but it kept us alive there. Oh, unfortunate.
This is the Guild of Dungeoneering, where dungeoneers all come to die. One by one, they're disappearing. So now you should say your goodbyes. Bye-bye.
We're not done yet. We'll send Victor in instead. There is actually a class later that would suit Victor better. We can always have another Victor. Oh, wow. That's a really dead card. The Earth is not aligned right for that. So we can't do anything. This is a dead turn. An absolutely dead turn. This is not a dead turn. But we're also being presented with monsters we can't defeat. Okay, let's see if we can defeat a werecrab mage without any of the things that we could normally use to defeat them. Alright, we'll try. We'll try. We're not going to let you do that. We need to get all the advantage that we can get. If successful, you gain Conceal. Ow, ow, ow. We better defeat you really quickly by just hitting you really hard. That actually worked! Hitting you really hard actually worked. So, what do we want here? Eye patch? We want the eye patch, actually. We want the eye patch. Those swift cards are actually going to be really useful. We are 1 turn behind, and that is not great at all. That is pretty terrible. So, we just need to start moving up here, get to level 3 as soon as we can, and just move away from all of these crabs. We need to move away from these things as soon as we possibly can. As soon as we can. And at this point I actually want to save the magic resistance. Shift is actually not a bad card to use here. At all. Get ourselves another card. And again, we'll just use Aspect of the Bull here. Take advantage of the fact that the werecrab mage is frail. And now we'll use Interrupt. Block that damage. And with that, win. Ah, level 3. Hopefully with some good items. That provides Holy and Arcane. Well, actually, this provides some really good cards. Jeez, if we were currently a ranger, we'd be doing fantastic here, but we are not. So instead, let's put down some monsters for us to fight. And just move away from all of the creatures. And just get as much loot as we possibly can. Aspect of the Bull here is pretty good. Well, that is actually the card I prefer you to discard, because I know one of the cards that's coming here. I know that one of the cards is going to be that Armed 5 card. There it is. And there it has been blocked. Okay. Rekindle here is good. Ooh. Interrupt here is actually really good. Not a bad card, or most of the cards that are actually pretty quick are actually quite good. Hopefully you don't cycle the haste card. You cycled the haste card. Ouch. Oh well, we have Aspect of the Bull here. I'm sure we'll be able to deal 1 point of damage. Those are some pretty infamous last words there. But we have 1 point of damage right there. Excellent. What do we get? These are nice. These are nice. That's actually better. For the moment, anyway. I'd hit you so hard. You'll be walking sideways, like a crab. Get it? Crab? It was a joke. For I am the Crab King, the master of jokes. Let me see if I can think of one. Knock knock. Then you say, who's there? And I say, the Crab King. And you go, the Crab King who? And then I punch you in the face. It needs work, doesn't it? It needs work. Well, this Werecrab Mage is not going to cause too much issue. We do need an offhand item. I'm actually going to use haste now, just to get those 2 cards. So those 2 cards are really going to be useful. I hope we're going to be prepared enough to fight the Crab King. Oh, we do not have a way to block that at all. Let's just deal a lot of damage. And make the fact that discarding a card's not going to have any point, because we win! Thank you, quick cards. That is an offhand item. It's also a pretty good offhand item, but it also has that stupidity card. But, for the time being, we're going to use it. It's better than nothing. Okay. Might as well put a monster down. There we go. Level 3 monster, to get us some level 4 loot. This one's going to be tricky. Yeah, this one's going to be tricky. This card is gonna be needed. We might not win against this. We might not win against this. This is actually going to be tough. Fortunately, it doesn't have Fury, but we don't want it to make us discard. That's actually important. We really don't want to discard here. We actually want to be drawing as many cards as we can and getting as big a card advantage, so that we can do things like regenerate when a weak card comes into play. Per point of damage, no. We are not giving you that chance to actually regain health. And we also want to use this to stop you from just dealing damage to us in general. We have that haste card, so if something goes really badly wrong, which it's not, because we have Holy Seal, excellent, we should pretty much... I actually want to use this. It's not going to block the damage. It is going to draw me 2 cards. Should potentially give me... Yep. Should be able to give me the answer we need. Which came as an arcane barrage of destruction. Haha. Ooh. Ooh, that's a good item. That's a really good item. But the wooden shield... The Mariner's Medallion. Mariner's Medallion, you lose a lot. The Wolf Pelt, we gain Growth 2 and Growth 3, but we lose those cards. The Wooden Shield, we lose a lot of cards, but gain Tenacious. I actually don't want to lose any of these cards. I'm the king of this castle and I order you to give back those coins! No. You hear me? Nope, not gonna be happening. We are not handing back those coins. Also, is this a positive fountain? Yes, it is. Positive fountain, which increases the starting size of our hand by 2.
Arrgh.
That buccaneer will most certainly come and chase us, which means that we can get some nice loot. Let's just fight this battle. Shouldn't be too difficult. We're pretty handily equipped to take care of these. The only question is, are we handily equipped to take care of everything? That's a question. And I'm not sure. Can we defeat this boss? Well, we are not letting us discard a card, that's for sure. 2 more cards, please. That's a lot of choices. I'm actually going to pick Focus here. Doesn't deal any direct damage, but it gives us +1 damage and a heartback and a card. And for instance, now we can just go Smite, which admittedly still discards one of our many cards, but that's sort of irrelevant, because we win before he can even hit us. Hand size is important. Ooh. That's a good item. Unfortunately, those are also really good cards. Oh, those are really good cards. Tricky. Do I want to swap out? No, the Swift cards are really good. We'll just sell that. And then get attacked by this pirate. Okay, that's a big hand size of... Whoa! So it's a big hand size of cards. Oh, wow. Fortunately, we have haste here. You are a sight for sore eyes. We want to block that. We don't want you to discard any of this massive size of hand that we have. We actually just want to start dealing large quantities of damage to you. We can deal a nice variety of damage. Ooh. This is starting to get painful. We can't block any of that, so we're just going to have to deal damage back. Ooh, Retribution is active. That's from one of our items, I believe. Ooh. The Heater Shield and the Horned Helmet. The Heater Shield's really good. The Heater Shield's really good. But so are all the +1 health is actually going to be really important here. +1 health is going to actually be very important indeed. So we have 3 turns. So if we put a pirate there, and then have you go over and fight the pirate, we want that fountain for when we fight the Crab King. So let's just go fight some buccaneers. Oh, ow. Let's go fight some buccaneers and try not to die. Fortunately, the Retribution, which we got from one of our items, will give us more health, more damage when we take a certain amount of damage. It synergizes very well with one class in particular, a tier 3 one, but we haven't got to that point yet. We just need to deal a lot of damage now, before the Fury activates, which it has, and just... oh... Fortunately, I think we've won. Oh, we have won. Just. Buccaneers are hard. Ooh. 2 health is good. Ooh, that's good as well. 3 health, 2 cards? No, we can't take any of this. What we have is pretty good. Can we take on a parrot? Think we can. Think we can. And I think because that square is unexplored, he'll want to head over there. 1 cranky parrot. 1 not gonna let you hit me at all there. You're not stealing my cards. You are not stealing my cards. We will, however, fleet-footed you. Ferocious is a nasty ability. Blocked. You're not blocking anything. No stealing cards for you, sir. We will, however, draw more cards. Come on, Victor. We can do this. We can do this. That is 3 points of damage. Thank you, Retribution. And thank you, Flame Lash, once more for providing me with victory. Ooh. Mind Staff. We do, however, just lose some really good cards if we take all these things. Well, I don't think we need to fight any more enemies. Let's go get this fountain. And let's go and fight the Crab King. I'll cut you in half! Yep. That was quite a move, Crab King. You are tough, you are spiky, and you have a lot of damage. And we need to deal with it. But you have the armed trait. The armed trait is nasty, and we want to plan around it by being a little slow to start with. If successful, we discard a card, but we have a lot of cards right now. I can afford to discard 1, because I'm also drawing 1. I want to save that. I want to save that card. I want to save all my armor cards. And I can't even block that. Well, we're slowly being whittled to death because we can't block everything he's throwing at us. We can, however, block that. Yeah, we could block that. Do we want to block that? We actually do. We want those cards. We want those cards because all our healing cards are near the bottom. Like that card. We want to start regenerating health. We want to start getting our edge back. We also want to have loads of options. Like the ability to just block that damage and deal some damage back. Admittedly, I probably should have used the actual magic card at that point because Spiky kicked in there. Oops. However, by not using that card, we block that damage. This is actually going to be pretty close. I can't block that. I can, however, sort of cancel out the damage. Which doesn't really help me that much. What have we got? I need to just start dealing... well, regenerate will get me 1 point of health back. That's important. What have we got now? I want to block that. I really want to block that. We have one 3-block card. And at this point, I want to deal some damage. We haven't actually dealt much damage yet. This fight is pretty close. Pretty close. We want to deal more damage here. Using the quick card may be a mistake. Ooh, that's unblockable. That's unblockable. So at this point, we just want to deal more damage. We're on 2 health. Ooh, we can block that. We can block that and we could potentially win. Okay. Don't be a Whoa! I am so glad that I have cards that would have blocked that anyway. Alright, we have a lot of options. Thank you. Thank you. Haste card. Yes! 1 win! Excellent! That's a lot of gold.
Do you have any decency, I wonder? Like the Ivory League of Explorers. Instead you pillage and plunder and rip everything asunder. You're just a reckless bunch of marauders.
Well, we may have lost another adventurer, but we also gained the crown and scepter from the Crab King. And not only that, but we also gained enough gold to get the final item, the Idol of the Trickster, which will give us +1 loot choice slot, permanently, for an entire thing if we equip it, but we might not just yet. We have a new place we can explore, though, which is Copperpot Dock. Well, we're going to have to go there potentially, but we have a few more places we can explore here. That was a fine bit of success there, and we'll bury all of that stuff in a hole, and we've already talked about that. You don't want to bury it in a hole. Could I hide it under a waterfall? No. In a cave? No. In the deep, dark jungle? No. What about in a sky fortress? They don't even exist. They totally do. I saw one once. Were you drinking a lot of rum at the time? No. I may have been taking care of a bottle for someone. I wasn't drinking it. Okay, you weren't drinking it. I may have been drinking it. I thought you were. Yar. Catch you then, folks. I'll see you then. Later.